Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I wanted to make this video about the Umarex Origin and share my experience and the issues I had with it. I had a couple of these guns and they all suffer same problem, is accuracy and keeping the groups tight. I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible and get straight to the point. So watch it to the end. In exchange, I would like you to like and subscribe to this channel and share it if you can, or post a comment. I'll be happy to reply and answer your questions. So let's get to it. All right, so first thing first, as soon as you get your gun, before you put your scope on, you need to do a couple of things. First, you need to remove this rail right here. You need to remove this and that screws, 2mm, and tighten up your barrel. There's 3 screws underneath. 2 of my guns, when I checked those screws that's holding the barrel, I noticed they were pretty loose, looser than I would like them to be. So get them 2 guys out and I'll show you what's inside. All right, here you will see 3 screws holding the barrel. This guy, that one, and this guy. 2.5mm. Tighten them up. Don't over tighten, but you don't want to strip them, but get them nice and tight. You should be able to figure that out. This alone will improve accuracy by far. 1, 2, 3, 2.5mm. Tighten them up nice and snug. All right, second thing you need to do before you go out and shoot your rifle, adjust your hammer screw right here. By the manual or talking to the Umarex, this screw should be 1.5 turns out from the full tight. So if you tighten it all the way and turn it back counterclockwise, 1.5 turn, that's where the factory should be sending your rifles with that preset. What I found myself is the one rifle I got was 2 turns out, the second one was 3, and this one was 1.5. So all 3 of them came with different preset, and that will change the way your gun shoots. So with me testing so pretty much what you do is if I were you, I would count how many turns it will take you to get all the way tight counterclockwise and see where your rifle were at. I would like you to post that information because I'm trying to collect that and see if the Umarex is screwing up or what's going on. I don't know, but I did a lot of tests, and if you want, I can make separate video on that, post in the comment. I did set the screw 1.5, 1.75, 2, 2.25, 2.5, and 2.75. And when I shot the rifle, the full 16 shots, I measured my speed with magnetospeed, check the velocity of the pellet, and I found for myself that 2.5 was the best one for me. Gets most accurate speed of the pellet. The 16 to 2 rounds, this is a 25 caliber, so 2 magazines, 16 rounds, I will shoot with 10 feet per second discrepancy. So that's pretty good. So but you can find one yourself what your gun is happy with and what pellets you use to weight of the pellet, and that will change. But if you want me to make a video, please post in the comment. I'll probably make another one and show you how it's all done. So this is the second thing you need to do. The third most important thing, you need to clean your barrel. They do come from the factory pretty nasty. I don't know if I have a swatch. Oh, here it goes. There's my cleaning of the barrel straight from the factory. This is when I got the gun. My first cleaning was so you spray some Remington oil, rem oil on it, run it through, then clean, just spray, then once again, and keep repeating that until you get them nice and white coming out. So that's the second thing you need to do. So set the barrel, tighten the barrel, adjust your hammer spring, and clean the barrel. Okay, now let's get to to the one of the biggest issues that this gun has, which is loose barrel. Like right now, if I pick up my gun right here by the shroud, there's absolutely no movement. This guy is solid. We need to take the shroud off. So you need to remove the stock first to remove the shroud. To remove the stock, you need to unscrew this screw, that screw right there, and this guy. You need to unscrew this screw, loosen up this thing that's holding it. See how tight it is now? This thing is solid. And we're gonna take the shroud off. Older guns, they have set screw right here on the side or somewhere on the bottom. That's holding the shroud to this block that's aligning the shroud. In the newer one, which mine is a newer one, you just unscrew. Once you loosen this up, you should be able to, once you get this guide or whatever you call this off, you will notice under the screw it's going to be a nice small little white ball plasticish thing. Get rid of that, toss it in the garbage. You don't need it. That it doesn't do anything. It's supposed to go in between the shroud and the air tube and line them up, but in reality it doesn't even touch them. So that's why your shroud is loose inside. So what you need to do is you need to get little line from the trimmer, you know, those orange trimmer lines, the grass trimmer, a nice roundish one, and you need to cut the piece about this long right here. So when you put this guy back on, you stick this little piece of trim inside and put the screw up on top of it, and that will jam in between the air reservoir and the barrel shroud and tighten them up nice and tight. All right, so here's what's inside of my barrel. So first I have drilled my shroud with 2 holes in here that's aligned underneath, so they're facing down. So when the gases are here, they don't shoot out, they slowly escape through those holes, and that made it silent. You put 2 pieces of foam to silence that. You got that. This screw right here that holds this on, make sure you don't over tighten that, because you're stretching it and making it oval. By pushing it too tight, it pushes this plastic out, and your shroud is hard to screw on. It causes a whole bunch of other issues. So make sure it's not super tight, just nice and tight so it doesn't move. That don't over tighten that. I did remove that middle piece right here that's aligning the barrel. Here's the reason why. I bought this monoblock. You can find it on eBay. This guy makes it, ships it to you. Very nice alternative to this accuracy thing. So what happens is the barrel, as I can even see right now, pointing up from the shroud, from the air canister. Now, so what I did is this. I removed this aligning guide right here that's inside, got rid of that, and I put this monoblock at the end that's aligning the barrel and centers it. I noticed when I had this aligning block and this, now the barrel has 3 pivot points, this, that, and here. And if it's not, and for some reason, because of the points, because it was probably curving barrel the weird way or whatever reason, it wasn't shooting right. It was shooting all the way to the left, to the right, and all the other directions. So when I got rid of that and I just kept this guy on it that's aligning, it slides over the barrel, aligning it, I noticed that this plug wasn't touching it and wasn't going all the way in. So I had to buy this O-ring right here, just a rubber O-ring. I slide it in here, and then I put this guy on top of it. That O-ring pushes tighter and aligns the barrel better. So that alone made it straighter. For some reason, I do think this guy was kind of bending the barrel some weird way. I don't know, but with this guide, it was nothing but a problem. That got rid of the inconsistency in my shots. When you're screwing this shroud, barrel shroud, you should be able to do it with one hand like this. If it's too tight, it's meaning that that screw right here that holds this is too tight and it's pushing it, making it oval. So you should be, it needs to be tight, but you should be able to screw this with one hand like that. And I'm gonna tighten it up. I need two hands now. Yep, right here. Tight all the way so the holes are aligned to the bottom. Yep. Now you're gonna slide, where's my monoblock? This guy right here, all the way in. You'll that. Now you need the O-ring inside. And this, and it's not gonna go all the way completely down. It's almost there. I don't want to over tighten it, but that monoblock gets pushed against the barrel. I noticed when I didn't have that rubber O-ring, the monoblock wasn't all the way tight against the barrel, and barrel was loose inside, and that wasn't keeping groups tight as well. That was another problem. Now we're gonna slide this up about here. I'm gonna put in my little orange tool right here. Gonna put the screw in, tighten up, and you'll tell how nice and tight it gets. All right, so I got that back on, nice and tight. It feels great. Now let's talk about the trigger. You will notice, even though on their website, under the information about the rifle, it says adjustable trigger, the trigger is not adjustable. This screw right here doesn't do anything. It's just the return spring adjustment, which really adjusts how much tension when the spring returns back. All of the adjustments are done by these two guys, and the screws or bolts or whatever you call them that are inside, that provided with the rifle, they're too short to make any adjustments. So what you need to do is you need to go get two M5 by 12 millimeter, whatever the screws you can find. Get two of those and replace and adjust them so the trigger gets released. They're pretty much, this one is all the way down with 12 millimeter alone, which is half an inch. And this one, I had to file off a little bit, about 1 millimeter off of it, just so the trigger works correctly and it's not too, shallow on release. Because when I tightened originally all the way down, and for some reason thread lock didn't work in here. I thread locked it a couple of times and waited 24 hours and it was still loose, maybe because there's a lot of oil inside. So undo those screws. To remove the trigger, you need to push out this pin right here, push it out. You can just get the trigger off. It's really easy. Remove the factory screws, replace them with M5 by 12 mil. Unscrew this one a little bit, and keep screwing it and adjusting the trigger, keep firing and see where you're happy with, and then you just need to either lock it somehow or file off the bottom of the screw for the length of the space, so you can tighten all the way down and it's gonna be fine. All right, and here's my final thoughts. So a couple of things. Clean your barrel every about 100 shots. Every time you fire 100 pellets or slugs, clean your barrel. When you rest your barrel on the best bench rest, make sure your bag or whatever you're resting on under the stock, not under the barrel, because I notice if you place it under the barrel, even though everything is nice and tight, you shoot about 2 inches above your the zero, because it pushes the barrel up, or air canister or air tube with the barrel, so it pushes it up. So that, and next, my groups are nice and tight. I'm 0 to 50 yards. But next I'm gonna polish the barrel. I've seen some videos about polishing the barrel, and that should bring accuracy even more. So that is pretty much all I had to say. If you guys have any comments or questions, please post it below. I appreciate if you like and subscribe for more videos. And I hope that helps someone, and have an excellent day. Thank you.